Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to episode 5, I believe, of the Square One guitar and theory series that I'm doing. Last episode, we harmonized the major scale in the key of C. We built chords out of all those notes. This episode, I want to take a break off the written theory, the heavy theory stuff, and we're going to focus on chords. I want to teach you something called the cage system. You've probably heard that before. It's an incredibly simple concept. It's basically the understanding that everything on the guitar is movable. And in the process, I'm going to teach you some bar chords, 4 shapes of bar chords that will enable you to play any chord anywhere on the neck at any time in any key. Okay? It's pretty simple stuff. A lot of practice involved, though, in the bar chords. They're very difficult to get right. They take a long time to get down. So let's get into it. So what I'm talking about when I say everything is movable is a particular chord isn't locked into one shape, and one shape isn't destined to be only that chord. So the same way your notes, if you're doing the major scale, right? So C, C, D, E, F, G. Well, those are all root notes of chords too. So if I'm playing this A-shaped bar chord, that's a C major chord, that's a D major chord, that's a B major chord, F major chord. So you can play these same open chords that I taught you anywhere on the neck. It's just different shapes. And these shapes can be moved too. Like this is that open position D major I taught you. If I slide it up a whole step, which you know how to do because of the learning the major scale, slide up a whole step, it's an E major. Just these 3 strings because of the triad. That's the notes the 3 notes, the 1, 3, and 5 that make up the chord. Because it works this way. In this position, from low to high, it's A, D, F sharp. If I slide it up a whole step, the notes are now B, E, and G sharp. Okay? If I slide it up that half step, it's C, F, A, which is the triad that makes an F major chord. So let me show you a little example. Right here's a G, here's an A. So with this one position, this open D major position, that's a 1, 4, 5 chord progression with the one shape. So hopefully that you understand what I'm saying there. Let's get into the bar chords, and it'll make even more sense and simplify things. So I never taught you an E major. I talked about it. An E major, an E minor, it's got that B, E, and G notes. Well, a minor chord is a flat third, so if we sharp the third, we make it a G sharp, right? And now it's an E major. That's the shape right there. Goes 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 1st fret. You can play all 6 strings. So that shape, if that's an E major, if I move it up 1 fret, 1/2 step, that shape is now an F major. But I don't have, down here my root string is that open E string. That doesn't come up with me when I move that 1/2 step. So what I need to do is bar the 1st fret, same way you would use a capo or something. Bar all 6 strings, and if I still make that E shape, now it's an F major chord. If I slide it up a whole step from there and do the same thing, Now it's a G major. If I do another whole step again, because we know the way half steps and whole steps work, because we know our major scale. Now it's an A major. So that one shape will allow you to play any major chord across the whole neck as long as you know where your notes are, your 6-string root notes, which you should because we went over this. So that's a G, A, B, C, D, right? If you play that shape and bar the fret behind it, and you're squeezing that 6-string root note, that's the chord you're playing. Pretty cool, right? And that means you don't just have to play the natural note major chords like we had down here. You can play the sharps and flats too. If I play, you know, here, that's a B flat major. Here it's a G sharp or an A flat major. So you can get a whole new world of chords with that one shape. Now if you want to make them minor, the same way with this E chord, all you do is pick up that first finger, right? To flat the third. It's a 2-finger chord. Well, if we're using that E shape to do the majors, stands to reason the E minor shape will give us the minors, right? So now we got, if I'm doing this G major here on the 3rd fret, and I pick up that middle finger, now it's a G minor. And this applies anywhere on the 6th string. Those two shapes with your root note on the 6th string. For the 5th string root notes, it's an A major shape. Okay, you play this A major, you have your root note is on the 5th string. Well, if I slide that up to a whole step, it's now a B. But I need to bar the 2nd fret. I need to catch this B note on the 5th string becomes my root note, but I cover all 5 strings from the 5th string down. And that gives me a B chord. If I slide it up a half fret, C chord, D chord, E chord. Okay? So if I make that A shape and bar the whole step down behind it, like that, anywhere on the neck, if I'm getting that root note on the 5th string, I have a major chord. To make a minor, flat the 3rd, you make your A minor shape. Same way you had down here for the A minor. You can do the same thing here. You keep barring 5 strings and play the A minor shape. You can get a minor chord anywhere you want. So that's 4 shapes. E major shape, E minor shape on the 6th string, A major shape, A minor shape on the 5th string root note. Gives you every chord, every major and minor chord in the book. Alright, so I'm about to run out of storage here on my phone, so I got to cut this short. That was all I wanted to show you. Now you know what the cage system means. You know, bar chords. Oh, technique for bar chords. Tuck your elbow in, and you're pinching the neck. Thumb placed on the back of the neck, pinching with the bar finger. Don't pull on the neck of your guitar and like bend it, but lock your elbow and squeeze tight, and you're using the ridge of your finger, not the flat part. The ridge on the side as your capo, as your bar. It's going to be super hard. It's going to take a long time to get it right. You're going to have buzzing notes, dead notes. It's going to hurt your hand, your wrist is going to hurt. But keep at it because it'll pay off. Alright? Alright, so let's do a quick total recap. Cage system is the knowingness that everything is movable. Bar chords. Lock your elbow. Squeezing the neck tight. Try and get clear notes everywhere. And it's those 4 shapes. Any 6-string root chord, E major shape, E minor shape for a major or minor. Any 5th string root chord, A major shape, A minor shape. I think that's it, guys. Drill that. Like I said, it's going to be hard, but try not to get too frustrated. Just keep at it. do other things, mix that into your lessons. It'll take time. Next lesson, we're going to be getting into seventh chords and potentially harmonic function within the major scale, so I'm looking forward to that. Might be a few days before I get that one up, but you guys got a lot to chew on here, so keep at it. And if you're new to the channel, if you just found this, please consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, like the video, share the video, all that stuff. It's very helpful and much appreciated. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.